Yo, American Mexican Gunslinger. Today we're going to talk about survival, bro. Survival. A lot of people have talked about survival instincts, out bugging out, going off grid, all these other things, you know what I'm saying? But here's a true reality about these things. I'm going to let you guys know. It's not an easy task, guys. It's not an easy task. A lot of people think it's quick and easy. If you have the proper tools and utensils, you can do it. You can do it. There's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that are survivors, preppers, who want to go, you know, off grid and all these other things when it comes to, outdoors and stuff, you know, shit hits the fan scenarios, all these other things. But the reality of surviving out there is very hard. You have to have survival skills. And you have to be physically fit to do these things, you guys. You have to be smart. You have to be intelligent. You have to have techniques of doing it. You have to have the skill in order for you to do it, or else no one can just do that. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I wanted to be kind of like Bear Grylls, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, or Lone Survivor, do all those things, you guys, and was it Survival Man or something like that? I wanted to do all these things and be like, hey, I hope one day I get lost in the forest. But then I came to the realization is like they don't have stores out there. They don't have things where you can just go and get a water bottle. Like you have to go and get your own water and filter it. You know what I'm saying? You have to find your own food. There's plants out there. There's wildlife out there. And that's not saying that they have any kind of parasites. That's not saying that the water's tainted. That's not saying like all these other things because they can happen. You have to have the skill. If you don't have the skill, don't even think about doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because majority of people who do have skill, they've been doing it for years and they know what the heck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, like if you're going to go out there and try to survive off grid and stuff, and yes, you have like a rifle or a bow and arrow. You know what I'm saying? You take down a deer, but you've never gutted a deer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard task. Like I have some sort of skill of gutting deer, not deer specifically, but goats. Cause back when I was growing up, my parents would and slaughter goats, and they would skin it right in front of us. And me personally, I was just like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of blood, because as kids growing up, we're like, oh, that's blood, a lot of blood, you know what I'm saying? And we're fascinated when it comes to that stuff. And yeah, I seen them do it dozens of times, gutting the goats, skinning the goats, chopping the limbs off, making sure what how they did the whole process. You know what I'm saying? And the way they cook their goat is by a underground oven, guys. And a lot of people don't know how to do those things. Like me and personally, I've seen it so many times that I kind of know the process on how to do it already. But me personally, I haven't done it. So that's gonna be the hard part for me is trying to do something like that. So if I were to find a deer or something, that's probably one way I can cook it. But it's gonna take a while, and why not just make a fire and hang it up and roast it, rotisserie style, you know what I'm saying? But it's not just that, but fishing as well. You have fishing skills, guys. If you guys don't have any fishing skills and you guys don't know how to gut a fish or don't know what types of fish to eat, you're going to be in serious trouble, because some people actually have fish allergens, and that can be a big no-no when you're trying to survive out there in the wilderness or out there anywhere, You know what I'm saying? And that's a big problem as well, because people can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna survive eating bugs. Like, heck no, like no one wants to do that, bro. We want to eat fish and meat, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of varieties of plants and things that can help you. Like tree sap can help heal wounds, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. It can stop infection. Like, guys, there's so many things that a lot of people don't know about these things, and if these people try to do these things, they can end up getting themselves killed. There's a lot of wild animals like big bear. Like me, for example, I'm a very huge gun guy. You know what I'm saying? And if I wanted to survive out there, I'm gonna probably rely on some of my firearms. What happens when you run out of ammo? What happens? You don't have a gun. If a big old bear's charging at you, how are you gonna defend yourself from a big old charging bear? Make a makeshift spear. On top of that, you gotta have the tools to make the spear. You know what I'm saying? That's why I carry a knife around with me all the time. All the time. What I carry is pepper spray. I carry a knife. I carry a handheld flashlight. I carry a tool, kind of like oh man, I forgot, like a Swiss Army knife kind of thing, and it has multiple different tools in it that I can use. I can cut wires to get in through fences and stuff. Like, I have so many varieties of tools to choose from, and of course I carry my keys, my wallet, and my spare magazines and my handgun. But other than that, you guys, like, you cannot rely on that stuff forever because, like I said, you're gonna run out of ammo, your blade's gonna get dull, and my handheld light is gonna run out of battery one way or another. You gotta have spare things, And for those folk who like to overland, I know a lot of overlanders. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call you guys out because you guys are dope. But what I'm trying to say is, what happens when you run out of gas? What happens when something happens to your vehicle and you can't get out? Especially when a shit hits the fan scenario, that vehicle is not gonna be with you forever. That's what I'm trying to say, you guys. Like, these tools are only temporarily. They're only gonna last so long till you run out of the resource for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with some of these people. Like, if you really want to learn how to survive out there, you have to put your blood and effort and sweat and tears to learn these things. You know what I'm saying? That's why when it comes like to special operations and force recon and special forces, like, these guys train phenomenal, guys, and they are paid to live, guys. They are paid to live. The government pays these folks to survive. You know what I'm saying? They don't do these training but they don't do these training courses just to do them. They're for reasons. Me growing up, I wanted to be a Marine Scout sniper, and you have to be one of the toughest out there in the planet to do that. Like Carlos Hathcock II, that dude crawled into enemy territory for like 4 to 3 days, crawling on his stomach, no food, no water, surrounded by patrols, surrounded by enemy NVA forces. Like, you have to be ballsy to do these things, you guys. It's not a game. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? You can make it a game out there and be like, yeah, it's a game, and that'll probably make you last a little longer. But in the end, you guys, not everyone can survive out there. You have to have the best skill, and you have to be physically fit. If you're not physically fit, man, you're gonna be easy meal for those bears, guys, for those wolves, for those coyotes. I'm telling you guys. And you got to worry about biological warfare. Biological landmines. What I mean by biological warfare is rattlesnakes, insects that have poison. You know what I'm saying? You have to worry about these things too. And you got to worry about sickness, health, infections, diseases. All these other things play a big role, you guys. So surviving out there is going to be tough for a lot of people. If you don't have the skill, don't even think about it. Get yourself trained first before you even want to survive out there off grid in the wilderness. You have to know these tactics. It's all about learning, and majority of it's all mental. So you have to have a strong mind for this, spiritually, physically, and mentally, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm American Mexican Gunslinger. Let me know about the rant. Leave your comments below. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.